Today's letter, it's like a lesson to all the intended entrepreneurs out there. If you want to go into business, if you want to go into whatsoever you want to do, like self-employed business type kind of guy, kind of girl, and all of that, I want you to please make sure you watch this video over and over again, because you don't want to be that person that you put yourself out there that this is what you can do, and eventually when the time comes and for some reasons you couldn't deliver the job, and you want the client to understand why you couldn't. So before you say I'm putting myself out there as an entrepreneur, before you say okay, this is what I can do, this is what I'm able to do, please be sure that you can actually do it. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Just in case you're new to the channel, and what we do is we receive letters from people who are brave enough to write down their feelings and their experiences, and we read these letters to the public for other people to understand that they are not alone going through whatsoever they are going through. It's a way of encouraging people to move on. It's a way of encouraging people to understand that there's always hope, regardless of the things you're going through. Knowing too well that you're not alone going through what you're going through gives you that bravery, that it gives you that encouragement to know that okay, you're gonna pull this out. It puts you on that position of okay, I'm gonna do what necessary that I'm gonna do to making sure that everything is resolved. So that's the essence of this. So without any further ado, we're just gonna jump into it so that you can see it for yourself. I'd love to know your opinions in the comment section, so please don't fail to do that, just to enable us have some balances, like if you're the client, if you're Gabriel, if it was right for what Gabriel did or not, because you just need to listen to the content of the letter. Okay, the letter says, Ebuka, I want you to understand that I'm a young man trying to make an honest living. Life has not been easy since from school. Fortunately for me, I had a skill I learned before I got admission. In the world we have today, it is sad or maybe not that one has to learn a skill after school in order to meet up the bills and dump the dependency status. This is what I foresaw and decided to add to my earning abilities. After school, everything that could go wrong happened all at once, and all my plans of the mind I dreamed to become got tossed in the air. No good job, so I got a low-paid job while I provide video editing services to clients on a part-time basis. Trust me, I do my best to deliver the best of jobs even as a part-timer and as someone who does not have a long-term interest in the skill. But the job delivery when he contracted me was the opposite of best. I want you to know that this wasn't intentional. I don't mean to make alibis for what you would call incompetence, even though you might be right in a way because I did not prove otherwise, but there were several factors responsible for that singular poor job delivery. Just so you know, there had not been electricity in my area for the past 12 months. The only I passed my neighbor generator I had got stolen the night I was doing a job. As I'm writing this letter to you, one of my foot is damaged because I had to chase those thieves in the dark. Unfortunately for me, while chasing them in the bush, my left big toe made contact with broken bottles and it almost got chopped off. Thanks to my girlfriend who is a nurse and was at home that night. As though all this were not enough, just when I thought the misery night was over, I received a debit alert of transaction I didn't initiate. All my savings were gone. The shock left me so numb that I didn't notice when my phone slipped and crashed onto the ground and the touchpad automatically started acting weird. I couldn't get to your number so as to call and inform you of the situation. Thousands of things at the same time happening to one man. Okay, back to the letter. Tell me, how on earth you expect me to function at my best under all these circumstances, knowing that the sort of things I do requires creativity and doesn't need all of these distractions? I understand you were not aware of all this, perhaps never even cared to ask. Either way, I'm not seeking for pity by telling you all these things. I only want you to know that sometimes it is very possible for things to not go the way you plan it to go, because I'm sure you saw a video and pictures of my previous jobs which you admire and decided to contract me. Sadly, we did not end on a good note. I just hope you understand that the occasion was occasioned by the inevitable fallibilities of man. I'm sorry this turned out this way. I no doubt have noticed the strain on our relationship, but I do hope you have it in your heart to let go. And if you can be so kind, for the sake of the other jobs I've delivered to test for you, I am still open for consideration should you need other services. My name is Gabriel. So many excuses. Let's say it's true. The excuses are just so too much to be true. I don't know what to make of it, but if you think it's true and you were to be Ebuka, let me know what you would do in this situation, in these circumstances. And if you're Gabriel, it's these enough reasons to, to not do somebody's job to expectations. Because it's one thing for you to coming to understand what somebody has been going through, and you like. It's another thing for this letter, for all these excuses to be lie. It's another thing for all these excuses to be like, okay, maybe you're not ready to go extra mile to get things done, stuff like that. So different opinions on all of that. So I'd love to know what your takes is for this particular video. Like, what are your stands? What are your reservations? What are your opinions? On this. If you were to be Gabriel, how would you approach this differently? And possibly maybe another chance comes up. You just have to try to making sure that it counts. So let me just know your take, and there you have it. So thank you so much for staying through. My name is Ebuka King. In case you're new to the channel, what we do is receive letters like this and read it to the public for people to understand that they're not alone. So this way, it's a two-way thing. The people who are writing this are able to heal internally, and the people who are possibly listening, the people who are listening, are able to understand that they are not alone. So tell me that's not a good thing to do. So if you like what I do, I want you to please click on the like button, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, I'm begging you, I'm not pointing any fingers, I'm begging you to please just subscribe. And I'm also, if you don't like what I do, I want you to, because there are people like that, if you don't like what I do, I want you to click on the dislike button twice. Thank you so much for staying through. Thank you so much for bye for now.